Well, it's February, and I have more Transformers announcements for you. Hello, everyone. I'm Shane from Crystal Clear 101. Welcome back to the channel. And just like the last couple of months, we've been having some Transformers announcements around the middle of the month or so. And this month is no different, so I'll just go ahead, cut the crap, and just get straight into the new figures that got announced. Okay, the first one that is up is Age of the Primes Voyager Class Rescue Bot Heatwave. Now, just looking at the pictures, the provided pictures for Heatwave, I can confidently say this is just a retooling of the Transformers Legacy Voyager Class Prime Universe Bulkhead. Because the chest, granted, the chest is slightly retooled, but if you look at where the head is, you can clearly see, a bulkhead-ish type of head. It comes with a blue Energon ATS, a blue, double barrel, I'm assuming, water pistol of some kind. But, the fact they're actually kind of going a little more serious with a rescue bot, he does look kind of cool. So if you're a fan of the character Heatwave, you're in luck. They'll be releasing a Age of the Primes version of him. Next up, we have Age of the Primes Voyager Class Skybite. Now, it's been a good while since we had a proper Skybite get released in the line. Matter of fact, the last one, and by last one, I mean prior to the Cyberverse Skybite. I'm not counting that one. The last proper Skybite that we had was part of the Thrilling 30 wave, and that was from back in 2014, 2015. So it's been a good while since this character's actually had a figure. But just looking at the few provided images of him, robot mode, it actually looks pretty good. I do like the way he looks in robot mode. His shark mode, that shark mode just looks good. As long as you do the figure himself right, as long as you do his transformation right, his alt mode right, Skybite is one of those that looks good regardless if he's robot or alt mode. Me, when I had my Thrilling 30 Skybite, I kept him in shark mode because he just looked awesome in that way. We have our first looks at the packaging for the Studio Series 86 Constructicons, the first wave, which is Hook and Long Haul. So you're getting one Deluxe class and one Voyager. Now, the reason why they're going ahead and showing him this is not only is it the fact that it's an actual 2-pack, it's the simple fact that they go ahead and show us some of what he looks like in his combiner mode. Because you essentially get the main body of Devastator and the first part of the upper part of the legs. If you actually zoom in and look on his face, I can understand the grumpy look that they put on his face. I would have a grumpy look myself if, they pose me for a picture. I have no arms, no legs, and I look like a Decepticon version of Lieutenant Dan.
But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
But jokes aside, as far as his Devastator combiner mode goes, actually looks really good. I am liking the way that Devastator is starting to form up, no pun intended. We know what this year's Transformers HasLab is going to be, thanks to this announcement. It is going to be Transformers Victory Liokaiser. And, I'll show you some of the images up on screen. I really don't have a lot to say for it in this video, but trust me, I have a video coming up right after this one talking about Liokaiser, and I have a few choice words to say about it. Just trust me on that. And last but most certainly not least, there was one entirely new announcement to come from this. And I gotta be honest, I was totally not expecting this one to get announced, nor was I expecting this series of figures to ever see the light of day. But we are going to have some comic book inspired Transformers being made from a very specific comic. And I will say this, they're coming in 2-packs, and I want both of these 2-packs. That's how excited that this particular one has me. But we are going to be getting figures from the Transformers comic Hearts of Steel. That's right, the steampunk Transformers comic. I have seen third-party versions of these from, I believe it was Mastermind Creations, where they did a small range of these different characters. But and I've always wanted some of these. Matter of fact, one of the ones that they showed, I've never known of a third-party version of it getting made. Well, Hasbro is actually making that particular one that I'm most excited for. I've been wanting a figure of this one for at least the better part of 13 years since I first saw it. But the 2-packs are Optimus Prime with Starscream, and Bumblebee and Megatron. The Megatron is the one that I really want because he looks like an absolute badass in that steampunk-ish, like 19th century artillery mode, alt mode. I mean, he just looks wickedly cool. Bumblebee himself, I mean, he really doesn't look that horrible. Of the 4 figures, Bumblebee is probably the one I'm the least excited about. But even then, he still looks good. I mean, it's a different look for Bumblebee. As far as Optimus Prime and Starscream are concerned, I mean, you can tell Optimus is Optimus. The train mode, he looks good as the locomotive. Starscream, of course, he's going to be the Wright Flyer, or a very early type of propeller-driven aircraft. But Starscream looks good himself. Matter of fact, Starscream's probably my number 2 that I'm most excited about. So for me, it's Megatron, then Starscream, then Optimus, then Bumblebee. But the fact that we're actually getting figures from Hearts of Steel, ooh, that's just gotten me so excited. And that is really all the Transformers news for February that I have for you guys. If you like this kind of content, be sure to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And be sure to turn on that bell so you get all future notifications for when I do upload new videos. If you stick with me up to this point, I do highly appreciate you watching this video. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.